For a parent to have a developmentally disabled child, it presents years of challenges.
We knew Adam has a problem when he was born.
By 6 months, he was diagnosed.
The parent finds themselves sometimes having to fight for all different types of services and supports that their child is entitled to.
There's nothing we can do for him.
Yeah, that's what we were told.
We provide services to over 100 men and women with developmental disabilities.
There aren't that many agencies that serve multiple populations because we have to have all these people working together. You have to work with the whole person.
We also have 2 day habilitation programs.
Our goal is to get them involved in the community. We do Meals on Wheels, volunteer service at the library, and we also do volunteer service at the animal shelter.
We'll have other programs where people could come in for clinical services, predominantly behavioral or social.
But it's also that day-to-day, that human touch that the people here provide. This year, we changed the name of our dinner to Loving Arms, because that's exactly the kind of environment that the people here at Abbott House have built.
I think there has to be a peace of mind knowing that there is a home and there are staff that are going to be supportive and advocate for their family member just as strongly as they would.
Well, during the day is the most exciting time, because that's where all the interaction takes place. The guys are up and they're in rare form.
Yeah. Took in the closet?
Yeah. How long can you do this for?
Expected 20 to 25 minutes.
I've been working at Iona College for 20 years. I like it. It's nice.
I listen to music on TV.
These guys are very kind. They're very generous. They're very loving. And they want you to give that to them as well. So I think they're willing to give it back at a moment's notice.
Well, the first time we'd heard about Abbott House was when Adam was accepted. This was over 20 years ago.
The goal is to help ensure that the men and women have meaningful lives, that we're promoting their independence to the best of their ability, to make sure that they are actively participating in a meaningful member of the community.
You're talking about individuals who come to work, who are very dedicated to actually be up all night. You know, you walk into their room at night, checking their breathing. You're looking on the little one. You see the blanket's been kicked off. You pull the blanket back in. You tuck the sides of the beds in. It's the same love.
Abbott House is taking care of Adam. He's been here for 20, 25 years in this house with most of the same men.
Well, I felt for many years that having Abbott House here was a blessing. Now that he's an adult and he's here, and it's just a very wonderful feeling to know that he's taken care of.
I was just scared. And I've never been away from, like, family. Whatever run through a kid's mind at that age of every fear, I had it. My mom's was strung out on drugs. My dad, I really didn't know. He died when I was like 4, maybe.
They were very sensitive kids. They were feeling their circumstances. They wanted better for themselves. The young men that we had in care were kids that were just coming into care for the first time.
From the moment they walk in your home, it's like defiant. You know, I'm only here for a short time. You know, I'm going home.
They don't realize that they're hurting, and they keep going back to it because they don't want to give up on their parents. It just takes time if they want to release it.
It gave you a chance to decide if you want to be good or bad. Some of us had to learn the hard way. And sometimes it was by yourself.
I think one of the reasons that make us human is the ability to help other humans and to help make a difference in someone else's life.
It's about saving kids and taking them from one place to another, bad to good, it doesn't help everybody, but you can save some kids. You can.
Once arriving at Abbott House, we immediately set up programs for the kids.
We had sports, of course. That's why I was so good at basketball.
This is what you're passionate about. This is what you're good at. So if this is going to motivate you to work on those other things, then let's do it.
People really have to care because we could tell from the beginning if it was a job to them or if they really cared about us.
We were taught as staff to embrace them as they were our own. No different did we treat them than we treated our own families.
We want them to be growing up in a community setting with foster parents.
Foster parents quickly become part of the Abbott House family because we know we can rely on them.
Something as simple as letting them go into your refrigerator puts them at ease.
We're very involved with meeting foster parents and training them initially, and we become a team, we become a family.
If you put the work in, they're gonna get back.
I'm still working in the same field. I coach basketball and just try to mentor kids in general. You just try to mold them into being a better person. So whatever they gave me, I give away for free too.
To whom much is given, much is required.
Good parenting has fallen by the wayside.
This is not an easy job. This is not easy.
Either we pay attention to the kids today, or you're gonna meet a kid in the alley when you're 85, and you're gonna hope that he met someone to show him empathy, show him love.
Community programs have taken a cut financially from the federal government. We don't have the type of programs to keep kids from off the street.
And that's where sometimes, you feel frustrated.
One of the things that we do find challenging is to provide the kids with various experiences.
A lot of the activities are expensive in the communities.
I would tell them not to think about giving the money to Abbott House. I would tell them to think about it as giving it to every individual kid for him to have a better future. You have to invest in them or you're gonna have the bad. I could have been just another number. I could have been dead. I could have been in jail. I could have been anything else other than what I'm doing right now. Abbott House did save my life.
The right thing.
When you put in that predicament, it's like you have to get a deeper understanding of people and situations.
I have a dream. I'm gonna be taking care of sick people, giving sick people some food, and I'm gonna say a prayer for my stepfather, Larry.
I could be around you for 4 or 5 days and know your heart and know if you mean well or not.
Every summer we go to the jazz concert in Greenwood, plus occasionally holiday dances at the Westchester County Center in White Plains.
So if they have a set group of people that actually understand the human psyche even as a kid, and it's real genuine love and support, they could mold kids into being anything.